So Qatar made the headlines last week after the country faced a sun blockade by its regional neighbors Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Egypt and Bahrain. Images of empty shelves at supermarkets kind of shocked the world, as the move against the host of the 2022 FIFA World Cup seemed so unexpected. Well, seemed. So you might want to ask, what led for the situation to escalate? Qatar is a member of the Gulf Cooperation Council, which is a political and economic union with 6 member states: Qatar, the UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, and most importantly Saudi Arabia, which pretty much sets the agenda. And here comes the but. Qatar has not been following the Saudi line for years. And why is that? For one, Qatar has many ties, both economically and therefore politically, to Iran. Despite their differences in Syria, Qatar is also a supporter of the Iran nuclear deal, unlike the other members of the GCC, which see Iran as a threat to their interest and internal security. Another reason is Qatar's growing influence worldwide. Qatar is the world's second largest exporter of liquid natural gas. It uses its money to buy influence and forward its own interests in the region by supporting various factions in Libya, Syria, and as well as the Muslim Brotherhood, which especially Egypt and the UAE consider a great threat to their domestic interests. And finally, Trump's visit to Saudi Arabia, the $110 billion weapons deal, encouraged Saudi Arabia to take a more aggressive stance towards its small, irritating neighbor, which has become increasingly a competitor for regional influence and power. So what's next? It's really hard to say. Qatar has received support from Turkey, Iran and Russia and hosts the largest US military base in the region, making a conflict really unlikely, but it's also unlikely that Saudi Arabia will ease up unless Qatar makes concessions at the end of the day. All options remain on the table.